Z Limited issued 12% debentures of rupees 2 lakhs with a face value of rupees 100 each. The life of the debenture is 7 years. Compute the cost of debt capital if tax rate is 20%. In the first case, if it is issued at and redeemed at par. Now, before we get into the calculation, remember that in the case of redeemable debt, for redeemable, how do I know this is redeemable? Because it has to be paid back after 7 years. The life is 7 years. So for redeemable debt, the formula for KD is interest, open bracket, 1 minus T plus RV minus NP upon N, the whole thing, RV plus NP upon 2. Okay, and if you want, you can show this in brackets, you can show this in brackets. Okay, this is a formula. Now, in the first case, okay, the interest rate is going to be 12%. Okay, we are always going to calculate it on the basis of a single debenture rather than the entire issue. So 12% of 100. Okay, interest is always going to be equal to interest rate into face value. Okay, so it's going to be 12% into 100, which will give you 12. So KD is equal to 12, open bracket, 1 minus T. Tax rate is 20%. I'm going to write it as it is, 20%. Okay, plus redemption value, they're saying it's redeemed at par. Okay, so par means again 100. 100 minus net proceeds. Okay, and the net proceeds, they have not told us any flotation cost, brokerage cost. So we have to assume that the net proceeds is also going to be 100. Okay, so if you notice 100 minus 100, it doesn't matter what the number of years is because 0 upon anything is 0. But I'm still substituting it for us to understand how we're getting this answer. Okay, so now this whole thing gets divided by RV plus NP upon 2. Okay, so rather simple sum when it is issued at par, redeemable at par. So we have 12 and I'm converting this 20%. Always remember 20%. Anything percent means that item upon 100. And you can do it on the calculator, you'll get 0.2. Right, so just keep in mind this entire right hand side is working. Anyway, we have 1 minus 0.2, 100 minus 100, 0 upon 7, 0. I'm not getting into it. Similarly, 100 plus 100 is 200 upon 2 gives us 100. Okay, life becomes easy. 12 into 1 minus 0.2 is 0.8. Okay, and do keep in mind this whole thing is still being divided by 100. Okay, so we are going to end up with 9.6 upon 100 and therefore KD is equal to 0.096. This is in decimal. If we multiply it into 100, we get KD is equal to 9.6%. Either answer is fine. Write both so that the examiner is happy no matter what. Now, the second time around, we're issuing it at a premium of 10%. That means our net proceeds is going to be more and our redemption value is going to remain the same at 100. Okay, so what is going to be my issue price? My issue price is going to be the face value plus premium, which is 100 plus 10% of 100 only. 10% of 100. Okay, and let's see, let's take this guy down. Okay, so yeah, interference, yeah. so if I want to calculate 100 plus 10% of 100 gives me 10, so 110. All right, remember issue price is 110. Now we have calculations downstairs. Okay, for KD, the same formula that you have over here. All right, for your understanding, I'm going to take this entire formula downstairs. Okay, so the interest rate and the interest ends up remaining the same as before. Okay, so we calculated interest as 12. Okay, tax rate also doesn't change, so this is going to be 12 open bracket 1 minus 20%. Only thing is this time RV is 100, redemption value 100, redeemed at par. But the net proceeds, how much are we getting? It's issued at a premium, so it's 110. Okay, the useful life of this is 7 years, so this is divisible by 7, and the whole thing is 100 plus 110 upon 2. And now we can solve further. Okay, so it's going to be 12 open bracket 1 minus 0.2 plus 100 minus 110. Perhaps I should not have written plus. Okay, it's going to be minus 10 upon 7. And this whole thing is going to be 210 upon 2. Proceeding further, 12 into 0.8 minus 10 upon 7. Okay, so 10 upon 7 gives me, alright, and one more time, 10 upon 7 gives me 1.4286. Okay, so I think 1.43 should be enough. Minus 1.43 upon 210 upon 2, do it on the calculator, you'll get 105. Okay, so I'm proceeding with the sum. 12 into 0.8. Okay, remember BODMAS multiplication happens first. So 12 into 0.8 should give you 9.6. 9.6 minus 1.43 upon 105, which will give us. Okay, so let's see. First of all, 12 into 0.8 gives us 9.6. Minus 1.43 gives us 8.17 upon 105 gives us 0.0778. 0.0778. Okay, and this is the answer to part 2, but we'll write it nicely. KD is equal to 0.0778, or okay, we multiply this into 100 and we can say KD is equal to 7.78%. With that, we're done with this question. Thank you.